Hey everybody, Tim here with today's episode of Star Trek Deep Space Nine, Season 4, Episode 2, The Visitor. So this is an okay episode. It's not fantastic, but it's not terrible. It's just kind of, it's a really interesting episode. So it starts out in the future. We don't know exactly how far, and it becomes more clear as the episode progresses, where a woman, Melanie, shows up at what we soon to find out is an elder Jake Sisko's house. Now, Melanie is played by Rachel Robinson, which is Andrew Robinson's daughter, the guy that plays Garrick. And Jake, the elder Jake, is played by Tony Todd, the amazing actor. I mean, most people probably know him from Candyman or the Final Destination movies. Any Star Trek fans watching the show knows him as Worf's brother, which he'll reprise that role in a few episodes. So it's really awesome to see Tony Todd come back to the Star Trek series. And so it turns out that Jake stopped writing at about the age of 40, and Melanie is a huge fan of his writing and wants to find out why. And so the episode basically tells the story about how Jake was with Sisko, with Benjamin, on the Defiant, and Benjamin gets, struck by something. It's Star Trek, it doesn't matter. And everybody thinks he died. Well, at one point, Sisko shows up, and Jake tries to point this out to people, and even Dax, who was Benjamin's best friend, tries to comfort Jake, but doesn't really. It's like, I'm sorry, Jake, he's dead, and you just had a bad dream. And then again, Sisko shows up, but he lasts for a longer period of time, and it turns out that for whatever Star Trek reasoning, he gets sucked into the time continuum, whatever. It's sci-fi. People get it. And now, for the rest of Jake's life, Jake is just trying to find a way to bring his father back. And we slowly watch Jake go through time, where Commander Nog shows up, and Jake has gotten married, but he doesn't have kids, and then Benjamin shows up again, and then finally we see Jake as an elder, and he sees Benjamin, and Benjamin's like, where are the grandkids? What have you been doing with your life? And Jake's like, my marriage failed because I've basically just been trying to save you for my entire life. And Benjamin's like, stop, you have to live your life. We do see Captain Nog at one point, which is interesting. And then, of course, we get to the end of the episode, and Jake, of course, has found a way to correct time, because he compares it to a rubber band or something, and it gets so stretched out that's when Benjamin shows up. But when it gets to that stretching point, if you cut it, everything will reset back to the way it should be. And overall, it's an interesting episode. It kind of bogs down a little bit towards the end, where you just get to this reoccurring, Benjamin, Jake circle. And overall, but I did find it really interesting. The acting is superb. Like I said, Tony Todd is great. And to see Tony Todd and Avery Brooks have some scenes together was really well done. This episode I saw in a different perspective now that I've seen Commander Nog and Captain Nog, and from the documentary What We Left Behind, where Ira Behr talks about what would a season 8 premiere be like with Captain Nog. So this episode was a little difficult for me to watch, because now I saw what their future would be from that point of view as well. But overall, I thought it was really good. I did enjoy it. So for those who have seen this one, what did you guys think about the kind of time travel story? Not quite. What did you guys think about Tony Todd as the elderly Jake? What did you guys think about the whole Sisko storyline and Nog in the future of Starfleet? Go ahead, let me know in the comments below. Thank you guys for everything. I will see you guys next time for the Hippocratic Oath.